You're at a place where you know you need to take your business to the next level, but you're not quite sure how. Enter business coaching. But what do we actually need to know about business coaching when we can't afford a coach? Now we know that business coaching is incredibly important because this is where a mentor, someone who has gone the path before you, who understands and has done these things, steps in and can objectively look at your business and identify things that you can change and you can upgrade and you can downgrade, where you should focus and where you shouldn't focus, because we know that we as entrepreneurs are way too close to our businesses to understand the tiny little things that seem so obvious to everyone else but not to us, because we just can't see through the haze that is our business, because we feel everything is important, or we feel we have to do things a certain way. And someone can objectively come in and help us to identify areas that we can tweak and fix and make our lives so much easier. So mentorship, business coaching is incredibly important and incredibly helpful, and you need to be looking at that to get to that next level. You should be identifying people that can help you to raise your standards, to level up in your business, to get to that next step. But not everybody can afford coaching. So what happens if you can't afford coaching? Now, eventually, you should be hiring a coach, or you should be looking at somebody to come in and objectively look at your business, but that might be a further step for you. Right now, there are things you can do to level up and get that mentorship without having to hire a coach to directly look at you. It does mean you're gonna have to spend a little time and effort on this. It does mean you're gonna have to level yourself up in how you think and be able to remove yourself just a little bit and be a little more objective. But it does mean you're gonna get inspiration and guidance from other people. So here we go. When it comes to creating mentorship inside of your business so that you can grow, what I want you to do is be identifying people who have walked that path before you. You're looking for potential mentors who are putting out education and conversation online. You are looking for people with live streams, with podcasts, with YouTube channels, someone who is actively showing educational steps. Now, once you identify that person, you're going to then start listening to what they're saying. They've walked the path before you. They understand what's happening. Watch their mindset. Watch where they're focused. Watch what they're paying attention to. These are things you're going to need to know. But once you start paying attention to them and you're listening to their podcast or their live stream, or you're paying attention to their YouTube channel, you're stalking them on social media, once you've immersed yourself in their lives, what I want you to do is now backtrack it. What have they done? Because these people are a step ahead of you. They already walked that path. They know what's happened. And what they're doing now is not what they were doing then to get to where they are. You are on a different level than these people. So you need to backtrack to where they were on your level. So let's just say you're watching me on my channel. For example, we're going to use me as your mentor here. At this point, if you want to do what I do, to make the money that I make, to run multiple businesses, to do all these things and to get this press and to do everything that I've done inside of my business with the appearances and the speaking and all the things, if this is what you want, you're gonna start watching my life and you're gonna start going back on my social media and back in my content. What was I doing when I was at your stage? What was I doing where you are now? Look at where I was and how I transitioned. Now, obviously there will be some things, some steps that are gonna be a little bit different because the digital space changes, business changes, marketing changes, and you're gonna have to be able to pivot with that. But look at the stages I was at, because I didn't always sound like this. I didn't always do these things. I didn't have companies coming to me and paying me to market their products and services. I did not have people asking me to speak on stages my entire career. So if that's what you're trying to do, backtrack to where I wasn't doing it. Now take a look at the content I was creating, what I was doing, how I was speaking, how I was educating, and start to see how you can implement some of those things into your businesses. If you want companies to pay you as a sponsored brand deal, you're going to need to look at when it started for me. How did I make those changes? When did companies start coming to me, and what content was I creating there? Now what content am I creating as I am continuing to do this to get more of those people to come with me? Because remember, with my brand deals, I've never gone to companies. They've always come to me. So there are steps that you can take and you can mimic from what I do to learn how to do that yourself. Start implementing these things. And because you can't hire a coach right now, you want to make sure you're paying attention to everything that they do. So if you are following me for mentorship and you want me to be your business coach, which by the way, I do, you can see it on my website, I'll link it for you, but you want to make sure that you're paying attention to everything I do. You should be watching every single one of my YouTube videos. Pay attention to the things I'm saying and the things I'm teaching, but also how I'm filming, how I'm speaking, how I'm educating, how my content is changing, the way that I interact with people. Watch how I interact with comments. Watch how I interact with my audience. Watch the examples that I'm showing. You're gonna pay very close attention to the photos I'm putting out and the videos and the way I'm creating my content and the behind the scenes. I'm literally handing everything to you. You can watch me figure it out and how I'm doing these things and do it for yourself as well. Now, if you're looking at somebody else, you're gonna do the exact same thing. Go back in their content, learn what they've done and how they've grown and how they've changed and how they pivoted and how they're doing things, because most people are gonna tell you. Most of us that are out there educating will outright tell you how we're doing things, because we want to see you succeed as well. So you're gonna be looking for people who are really good at coaching and mentoring and following them. Now, of course, your end goal should be to get us to coach you. You want us to come in and look at your business, because right now, if you're doing it this way, you're getting our vibes, our energy, our education, you're learning from us and you're learning from our experiences, but you do not have our eyes specifically looking at your business. So you're gonna have to do the work here. You're gonna have to critically look and evaluate your business, and that can still be a little bit hard. So if it is something that's hard for you, you should be working toward going with that coaching. Start saving up the money. A lot of times coaches will have payment plans and things like that. They'll be able to objectively look at your business and say, yes, you need this right now. No, you don't need this. Or maybe you need this specific type rather than this. Or maybe instead of overall coaching, you need coaching in one specific area. Like I do coaching for social media, but I also do coaching for business in general. But I also do systems and automations to take a ton of time and effort off of your plate so that you can run your business more effectively and not have to hire VAs or assistants or whatever. So you can actually get very specified mentorship and coaching from different people depending on who they are, so that you don't need necessarily the big broad stuff, or maybe you do. It really comes down to what you need in your business, and any coach or mentor that you could potentially be working with will have a conversation with you about it and say, yes, you're a good fit for this. No, you're not a good fit for this. You're a candidate for this. Perhaps this segment or section would be better for you than this that you thought you needed. And so they will sit down with you, they'll have those conversations, and they will not take your money unless they really think that they can help you and really strongly identify how you can be upgrading your business so that you're making money. I don't take on clients if I don't look at their business and specifically say, if we're fixing these things, you are going to have a more productive business, you will be making more income if you are doing all of these things and you're putting in the effort. If you're doing the work, you're going to see the results. And if I look at somebody and I think they're not going to listen to the coaching, or they're not going to follow the examples, or they're not going to put the effort in, I will not take them on. I do not accept money from people if they aren't going to do the work. So if I think you're a really good fit, I will absolutely accept you. But if I don't think you're a good fit, I'm not going to take your money just to take your money. And most coaches are going to be like that as well. So do your research, be working toward that, make that your end goal. But for now, feel free to listen to their website videos, their YouTube channel, their podcasts, anything that's going to be on a live stream, any presentations they give, any speaking gigs they're at, they're going to be giving and giving and giving, and you can learn and grow so much from that. And that's how I started my career, free education. I learned from all these great people, and I took on so much mentorship that they just did for the public. And oftentimes these people will ask questions and answer questions in real time. So if you show up to their live events, you can actually ask them things specific to your business. It's a great way to get mentorship if you can't afford mentorship and work toward getting that business coaching. Now, if you have questions on business coaching, let me know down below. Make sure you hit up my business coaching to see if it's going to be a good fit for you, or if it's going to be something that works well for your business. If you've got questions, drop those down below. Make sure you hit that subscribe and notification bell, because we're helping you to save time in your content creation every single day with brand new videos to help you level up so you can get on social and be present, and then get back to running your business really fast so you are spending time where you want inside of your business. I will see you in our next episode as we help you continue to level up your business life.